Today's review is none other than Masters of the Universe new Eternia Roboto, and I've been waiting for this for a while since I saw it at San Diego Comic-Con last year, and it just looks incredible. The box, I feel bad that this is going to pretty much get, thrown aside, but before that, just really awesome art of Roboto fighting some stone golems that got Skeletor in the background, cackling. Really awesome back shot with who else was in the wave. And then a really awesome Roboto art piece right there. But yeah, it's got 30 points of articulation. We're going to go check that out right now. And here we have Roboto out of the packaging. And of course he comes with one of his attachments in the package, which is the saw kind of knife thing. And then we've got this fun, I never knew this about Masterverse. They have their accessories in this cool little Masters of the Universe pocket pack that's on the side of the packaging. So luckily I knew there was other accessories and checked the box, because that almost got thrown away for me. Yeah, really cool. You just open it up like so, kind of like one of the surprise toys, and there's all the other accessories. So that's really cool. We've got the claw hand, which is really awesome. It's got, movement, so that's cool. You've got the laser blaster gun arm, which is in a nice dark color compared to the other two. And then you have the alternate face mask. Funny story about this, when I was at Comic-Con, they had it displayed with this version, which is, I guess, the newer version. And people were asking in the, different places when they saw this online, can we see it with the classic one? And usually they have them in a case, but if you ask sometimes Mattel and Hasbro, they'll let you sometimes see the product. And I asked, hey, out of curiosity, when overnight you clean up the figures, because sometimes they fall in the case, could you by chance switch the Roboto faceplate so we can see what it looks like with the classic one? And the gentleman who was in charge of Mattel went, sure, I could see if we can do that. And then lo and behold, the next day this mask was on, so we could all see what it looks like with this mask on. And so I really appreciated the Mattel team doing that, so we could see the classic mask on the figure. And man, this is a really awesome figure. I'm gonna go over the articulation real fast. Arms can go really high, can get a 360 movement, which is incredible. You got the upper bicep swivel. I hope that's the right part. Then you've got the double pinless elbows, which is awesome. There's some restrict right here because of the design, which is okay. You got the hands that move like this, and then they go in and out on both sides. And then of course you could switch the arms and stuff. Head can go way farther up than I thought it needed to, which is awesome for a robot character. He can go all the way up there. I figured he'd only be able to go like this far, but he can go all the way. So I was assuming like that, but he can go that far up and that far down. So really good range of head movement. And just the clear parts is awesome. There is hip movement, like so. No ab crunch, of course, because of Roboto's robot parts. There's the thigh cut up there, which is perfectly placed, so it doesn't really show off too much. Can do a full split. The awesome technology right here, which allows it to kind of do something like that if you want it to get him into more dynamic poses. You can go that far up, and then you can go that far back. Double pinless knees, which is really incredible. I'm going to move us in a little bit more so we can get better lighting on it. Boot swivel at the upper part, and then of course the swivel down here. Feet can go that far back and that far forward for awesome posing. And then of course the best part of Roboto is still here. You can turn the back piece right here and all his chest gears move. I just love that. That's awesome. Now I'm going to take off the old mask so we can see what the new mask looks like on him, even though we already kind of know that. Plus we can see all the extra details So look at that. That is both terrifying and awesome. You can see his teeth right there, his eyeballs back there, all the cool gribble and stuff like that. And then this is it with the new mask on. It just pops in like that, and you've got this really cool new mask. I'm gonna swap out the arms real fast so you guys can see how that works. So all you do is both hands can pop off if you want them to put on different attachments. They just pop on like that. So now he's got the blaster. If you want to do both hands, you could do both hands and have the claw on this hand, the blaster on that hand, which is really cool. Get your robot and all the different awesome stuff. So I'm gonna strike him in a cool pose and give my final thoughts on what I think. And here we have Roboto in a cool pose, shooting up in the sky with his laser gun, having his claw ready at action. Overall, I give this figure 5 gears out of 5. I think it's really good. It was a character I really wanted in the new Eternia design. I skipped out on the Revelations version. I'm kind of thinking about going back and buying it just so that I can have the Revelations version and the new Eternia version, see what they were like next to each other. But this is only my second Revelations figure in general, or my 7-inch, 6-inch Masters of the Universe figure. The only other one I got was Spout, I believe it was, because these two are my favorite characters. But yeah, I really enjoy this. I love the gear effect. I love all the extra bits. I really loved that Masters of the Universe paper that you opened up and dropped the accessories out of. But yeah, really awesome figure all around. Love the alternate face mask. I give it a great review because I think it's awesome. But I'm biased with Roboto. I love my robot characters in 80s cartoons. As you know, I'm a huge Transformers fan, so he kind of, works for that. Kind of like the, who else was it? Rom Space Knight and Death's Head. I feel like they could all kind of hang out with the Transformers if you want them to. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Like always, hit that like button. Give me that awesome thumbs up. If you like the content you're seeing, share it with friends if you think they might enjoy it. Subscribe if you're not already, and I appreciate all the subscribers that are already here. Thank you so much for the support with the views and the likes and the comments. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. And that about wraps it up. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're feeling generous, share it. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.